don't want to slam into this wall because I'm going to be in your face in the XWF.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the Universal Arena with an electrifying crowd and an electrifying guest. A man that absolutely stood Madison Square Garden on its ears for years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the classic wrestling stars, Superfly, Jimmy Snuka.
All right. Superfly.
And I may point out, accompanied by his son, aspiring superstar to be superstar Jimmy Snuka Jr. Superfly, you and I, of course, had an opportunity to work the better part of 2 or 3 decades, and I must say it is a great pleasure to have you here as part of the XWF. And of course, you certainly still have your legions of fans that follow the Superfly.
Mean Gene, there's only one thing I like to say, brother. It sure is nice to stand by you again, brother, one more time.
I thank you. I appreciate that very much.
I love you people in this building, and I love you people out there in TV Wonderland.
Superfly, what about this young man? Certainly he has a big part of his professional life ahead of him.
Hey, Jimmy! Isn't it wonderful? Now we have 2 coconut heads.
Oh, boy. Now, wait a minute.
Coconut heads. I got a lovely bunch of coconuts standing in a row. Hey, Jimmy, how long you gonna hang around? Matter of fact, you is that a junior? Is that yours? You wouldn't know, would you?
Oh, boy. Oh, now there's no call for this.
No.
You're out of line,
This is a
Piper.
guy that stayed on the seashore while Grandma sewed shells together so you could lay down and she could pay the rent. I know you. I love you. I love you too, Jimmy. I love the suit. Looks like somebody shot the curtains at the Days Inn.
He's out of line, Jimmy. I apologize for this.
Junior Fly, the compound eye of a fly, the super flying guy. You're gonna follow Daddy's act? You wanna mess with me?
Wait a minute. Roddy Piper, this is not my place, but I don't mind telling you, if you feel that confident that you can do something against this man, why don't you come on down to this ring tonight, cinch him up, and get in the ring with the Superfly, Jimmy Snuka.
Whoa.
He can still take it to the mat.
Hey, I'd love to see that.
You know, it's always the same thing. It's always the little guy trying to get 2 big guys to fight, isn't it? You want me to come down and fight? What, you've been living under a rock for 30 years, Mean Gene? Is that why the skull is like that? That's a skull mullet.
Never mind about me. Try this man.
I took care of him with a coconut. But if you would like me to, I would be glad to come down, but you know what?
Come on.
The boss won't let me.
What do you mean?
I'm not allowed to fight.
Don't use that flimsy excuse.
Wait a second. You got the cojones to go for one.
Oh, but wait a minute, Mr. Commissioner. You do have my permission. You see, I'm a big fan of Mr. Snuka's, and it would be an honor for me to see him in the ring again.
Bring it on. You got nothing better to do, Roddy Piper. Come on.
All right.
Come on down.
All right. All right, I'll tell you what. You're lucky she's here. You're lucky she's here. But my arm's sore. This arm's sore here, it's bad sore. Besides that, I have main events to do. Otherwise, I'd get in the ring and I'd kick both of you right back to Fiji and Grandma. Hang on. I have a job to do.
You know, I don't think it would only be an honor for me. I think it would be an honor for all the fans to see you in the ring.
No, it would not be.
Look at him backpedal.
I'll tell you what. you what, I would be more than glad to wipe out the whole Snuka clan. But as a commissioner, I have a responsibility to do my job. And my job right now is to make main events. So I'm gonna make a main event right now. The main event's gonna be Buff Bagwell, Vampiro against the British Storm and Kurt Hennig.
Whoa! I see it's starting to heat up, baby. In the first match, you saw young Josh Matthews. If you remember, this was filmed back in 2001, right after he was runner-up in the first MTV Tough Enough series. You also might have noticed some arena's bodyguards. They were well-known wrestlers. The Barbarian, Tugboat, and 4x4, formerly a Master P's posse. You also saw the debut of another one of our stars, the German Dresden. And my brother-in-law, Greg the Hammer Valentine, still being denied once again another match. And my good friend, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, stopped by to say, hey-o. And we had teams like the Shane Twins, who are now with the WWE. And Horace Hogan was trying to prove himself again in the XWF. Plus, The Wall made his first appearance with an interview, and of course, the Nasty Boys and the Road Warriors feud was starting all over again. I'm talking about old feuds. Roddy Piper was starting to stir up a 20-year-old feud with Jimmy the Superfly Snuka when he started taunting him about coconuts.